More now on this morning's breaking news. Democratic Senator Dianne Feinstein of California has passed away. She, of course, served 30 years in the United States Senate and is held by many for her historic firsts. The first woman to chair the Senate Select Committee on Intelligence, the first woman mayor of San Francisco, the first woman elected senator of California, and her major legislative record includes the federal assault weapon ban, which she championed in 1994, and her 5-year review of the CIA's detention and interrogation programs. Senator Feinstein was 90 years old. Let's bring in right now the Washington Bureau, from the Washington Bureau for the USA Today, Susan Page. She's with us now. Susan, you covered Dianne Feinstein for quite some time. Give us your thoughts this morning on her legacy.
You know, I actually met her, Joe, at the Democratic Convention in 1984 in San Francisco. She was the mayor of San Francisco. That's also where I met Nancy Pelosi, who was then a political volunteer who was leading the host committee for that convention. And at that convention, Feinstein was very hopeful that Walter Mondale would choose her as his running mate. And a senior Mondale aide told me afterwards that she was one of 2 finalists. In the end, Mondale went with Geraldine Ferraro, of course, who became the first woman on a national ticket. I think that should remind us of how persistent Feinstein had to be to succeed in politics. It was not an easy path. She ran twice for mayor and lost. She was thinking about leaving politics when she became mayor through assassination. She ran for governor in 1990 and lost, and then turned around and ran in the Year of the Woman in 1992 and became one of 4 women elected to the U.S. Senate. And just to remind you how different times were then, at that point, there had never been more than 2 women in the Senate at one time. 4 of them elected in 1992. And, of course, now we're not at parity, but I think there are 24 or 25 women in the U.S. Senate at this point. You know,
it's so fascinating that the first time you met her was in 1984 in San Francisco. Of course, Republicans castigated the San Francisco Democrats. Described the party as the party of the San Francisco Democrats, who, of course, lost 49 states in 1984. To Ronald Reagan. But what a contrast Dianne Feinstein was with that sort of cartoonish, 2-dimensional view of the Democratic Party. She actually was a moderate. She was somebody who would work with the Republicans. She was somebody constantly looking for bipartisan legislation.
Yeah, she was not the stereotypical San Francisco liberal. She was more centrist. She was more pragmatic. She was hawkish on some issues. You know, she had 2, I think, really overarching achievements in the U.S. Senate. One was the assault weapons ban in 1994. The second was leading the investigation into the actions by intelligence agencies, our own intelligence agencies, after 9/11. To uncover aspects of torture and other things. So that is a legacy that is not what you would say is a San Francisco liberal legacy. It's one that shows a lot of muscular and independent and pragmatic and really bipartisan approach to some of these issues.
And Susan, before we let you go, why don't you tell us what you think we'll be seeing on the Hill over the next 2 days as Republicans try to figure out whether they're going to shut down the government or let it keep functioning normally?
I'd say chaos. I think that's a safe bet. I think it's hard to imagine how we avoid a shutdown, and I think it is increasingly easy to imagine that we're going to have a new speaker, whoever that may be.
All right, the USA Today's Susan Page, as always, thank you so much for being with us today. And we will be right back in 1 minute.